Well, I'm sad I couldn't be there physically because I love Summer League. We get to see our first glimpse at the future of the NBA, and for those players, it's their first opportunity to get scanned into the game.
Yeah, we were there with them as they were getting scanned. Definitely a huge milestone, but it is hot in here, so let's take a look at the footage.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And here were the Clippers arriving earlier, getting mentally prepared to go to work on the road. Downtown Phoenix on a bright and sunny day as we come to you from Arizona. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. Hey, Dave.
Thank you very much, Kevin. As Coach Monty Williams tells it of Devin Booker, he's a bucket. Devin can score on many levels. Post up, mid-range, catch and shoot, off the dribble. More than anything, he'll take the wins over stats every time. And that's what I love about him. He's just scratching the surface. Kevin?
He sure is, David. Great report, thanks. And the Clippers starting five. Outside the wings are George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. And for the Suns, the star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the four. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. Two very athletic teams here, Greg, a game that's sure to produce a lot of highlights.
And makes me think of Stacey Auger, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside.
And it's the Suns to start out. Ball against Jackson. Ayton. That one doesn't go. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Ayton against George. Pass to Jackson. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's Leonard. The shot is good off the backboard. Leonard's got the opening basket of the game for Los Angeles. Ball passes to Crowder. And the rejection by Zubats. Here's Ayton. They shoot again.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Crowder kicks to Bridges. Ayton inside. Working on Zubats. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Bridges. The rebound by Paul George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles.
And for so long in Indiana, Paul George was that guy. But, boy, I tell you, he's been a good sidekick the last few years.
Well, he's been amazing and continues to be a little bit undervalued in the way that people assume Paul George's offensive and defensive game as a collective and the way it impacts winning, especially playing alongside Kawhi Leonard. Didn't have to take as much of the offensive load if he didn't want to. But Paul George still gets it done.
Now here's Booker. after the miss from Reggie Jackson, and Booker kicks to Paul. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
Good tempo on that play as Chris Paul was in place for that jumper.
Jackson against Ayton. It's good.
That's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Paul surveying the floor. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Jackson. From deep. It's hauled in by the Suns. Here's Paul. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Jackson. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Now, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And that one is good from Zubats.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
To the middle. And Ayton throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Leonard. Shot, high post. They get the rebound. Here's Zubats. George, that's a two-pointer. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And here's Jackson after Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. Leonard finds George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
A lot of points coming from Paul George from the three-point line over the past couple seasons. The D has to play out on him, and that creates the space.
Now here's Paul to the paint. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. And the rejection by Zubats. George against Paul. And George, here we go. That shot missing. Good work defensively by Crowder. Suns leading by 3. Inside. And the rejection by Zubats. Count that one. Ayton's got 6 points. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. He makes that one drop, only a second in 5 tries.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handoff.
And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And Leonard gets it to go.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Booker. Pass to Bridges. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Jackson. Buries it down low. He has 6. So it's Phoenix now. Paul passes to Bridges. Here's Crowder. Takes it to Paul.
2 minutes.
Oh, Ayton in position. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Leonard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first.
Good scorers have that ability. When Leonard gets that deep, it's usually a bucket, a trip to the free throw line, or both.
And there was a slight panic in L.A. when Kawhi opted out of his deal. It quickly went away as Kawhi signed a new one with the Clippers. The Clippers can build knowing Kawhi is in it for the long haul. Always nice to know you have a star that you can win with.
Now, here's George. Devin Booker missing his last shot, and the shot goes in.
His range goes out a lot further, but didn't need to on that possession.
George against Booker. 1:14 left in the first. Just 5 to shoot. Looking to end the run, and he overshot that one, missing. Clippers leading by 3. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. George looking around over Johnson. Again, the Clippers.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Booker tips it, and Ayton stays with it. Ayton's got 10 points in the game.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And that one drops. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Misses off the left iron. Outside, George.
Paul George dunk contest? He's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
Here's Paul. And that one released in time, but no good. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. The Clippers on top as they end the first quarter with an energy burst, a 19-6 run. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Clippers leading by 7. Ayton is at the center with Johnson next to him. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the 3. So that's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter. On the wing, Booker. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists in the game.
Got to respect the level of concentration from Devin Booker on that shot. Even when he gets bodied up a little bit, the balance stays there.
Now here's Paul. Here's Covington. He's good with the little jumper in close. Covington's got the lead back up to 7 now for Los Angeles. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Bridges passes to Johnson. He kicks to Paul. Passes to Ayton. And here's Booker from the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Booker knows he's got the ultimate green light, and right now exploring the three-point line.
Jackson against Paul. The pass to George. Now here's Leonard. Leonard draws the double, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Suns making a change here. McGee's checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Mann's checked in. He feeds it to Covington. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's the defensive versatility of Robert Covington. It is a real asset. At 6'7" with long arms, this guy can guard almost every position on the floor.
Yeah, that switchability is such a valuable thing in today's game. And for Covington, he's one of those interesting guys that maybe not so much on the ball as off the ball, the disruption that he can give you defensively with that length in his hands. That's where he really is a tremendous help defender.
A nice shot by Booker.
How smooth is Devin Booker's J right there, and inside the arc he nails it.
George double teamed. Back to Covington. Beyond the arc. The shot's good on the assist by George. Covington's got 7 points for the quarter.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his player on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He's certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you. Here's Bridges after the Clippers pick up 2. No good on the shot. Good D by Covington. George with the ball. Bridges covering. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, once Paul George gets in that deep, get out of the way. He's coming right at you.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Johnson outside. Shot to stop the run. And Covington sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Jay Crowder's checked in for Devin Booker. Payne gets a wide open look. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Here's Leonard. Following the basket by JaVale McGee. Leonard attacking. McGee with the block. Foul against Bridges. Dishes it to McGee. Johnson outside. Pass to Payne. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Fires the 3. There's his 3rd field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Into the lane. Stolen by George. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance.
And the athleticism of Covington is tough to contain, which is why the D only commits like that.
In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Clippers.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
I also love the early energy that they've played with, pushing the ball every chance they get, exploring quick shots, and showing some serious fast break offense.
Johnson, a wide open look. A 3-pointer is right on target. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Leonard on the wing, defended by Crowder. And that's good. Kawhi Leonard for 3. Leonard's got the lead up to 14 now for Los Angeles. Now here's Payne, guarded closely. And McGee kicks to Payne. There might be more talent at the point guard position now, Greg, than there's ever been in the NBA. But who do you think sits at the top of that list?
I mean, Kevin, there's so many incredible talents, and not that I'm dodging it, but honestly, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It depends on what kind of tickles your fancy in terms of the point guard. If it's the ability to shoot and play without it, Steph's at the top of your lead list, but then you get a guy like Chris Paul, who I think is as good as anybody's ever been in the pick and roll. So they're just different ways to approach this thing. And, of course, now I've forgotten 4 or 5 guys that I should have added into this conversation.
McGee, the pass to Crowder. Covington against McGee. Down low. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
That one goes in. George has got 4 this quarter.
Well, on that kind of move, Paul George is such a great scorer. He can stay in control, even at full speed.
Payne dishes to McGee. Suns moving the ball around. Crowder, the pass to McGee. Second shot opportunity. Drops in the layup for 2. McGee's got 6.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
George double teamed, but 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play.
Now here's Payne. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second.
And we all know what George brings offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Phoenix making some changes. Ayton, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And Paul subbed in for Payne. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Zubac is checked in. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And that's just too easy. Bridges in there slamming it down.
1:07 left to play in the first half. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Here's Bridges. Clippers able to drain the 3. Here's Paul. And with the rebound.
That was a clever move to try to lose the defender in midair there, even if he didn't knock down the shot.
Suns trail by 21. To the inside. Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here's Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his first personal.
It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
And we all know what a tough cover Kawhi has become. The defender got caught in a bad position and is kicking himself for it now.
Landry Shamit's checked in for Phoenix. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Jackson, he's checked in for George. Paul outside, right wing. Ayton finds Paul. Good, nice job down low. Paul's got 5 points so far.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Leonard looking around. Driving the lane, and that one is good. 16 points for him.
Just remarkable what he's able to do. Leonard with a guy draped all over him, still able to convert.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Los Angeles on top, delivering the blowout. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Here with Ty Lue. Good rhythm for your offense in the first half. What did you like about the start?
Moving the basketball, taking the right shot, making the right play. When we make the extra pass, we're a tough team to beat.
And you were sure tough in the first half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal. This has been a bounce-back game for him after some struggles their last time out. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, they were completely in rhythm shooting the basketball. Just watching the flow of their offense, everything clicked into place. Fantastic shot selection. They took advantage of everything the defense gave them.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
The shooting percentage they allow was through the roof. They coach is absolutely ripping into the defensive effort. They need to take some pride on the other end and just lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for the Clippers right now, Leonard and Morris are up in the forward position. And there's Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's man in at the 2. And here are the Suns now. After the basket by Los Angeles. Paul outside. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And Leonard gets it to go.
Well, he's so dangerous, and he's also efficient with his offensive game. Leonard right now having a tremendous offensive night.
Ball against Jackson. Booker looking around. Back to Paul. Pass to Ayton. 5 on the clock. The dish to Paul. Good on the 13-footer. Paul's got 7.
So good with the handle is Chris Paul, putting the D on its heels.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
That's his first. Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
And the Clippers making a change here. Powell's checked in.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down.
Here's Jackson. He's got 11. Down low. Zubac, that's good.
Check out the vision from Jackson. Doesn't have to make the flashy play, just wants to make the right play.
Now here's Paul. 7 points in the game. Bridges passes to Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days, but they're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. Now, Crowder, after the missed 3 from Reggie Jackson. No good from Booker. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Booker. Jackson misses. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Crowder kicks to Ayton. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
DeAndre Ayton happy to shoot at that range. Nice stroke.
Jackson against Paul. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th assist in this one. And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Booker outside. Back to Paul. Shot from 16. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Ray, you always want DeAndre Ayton to play more aggressively, don't you?
Well, it's when he's at his best, especially when he's down low and using his frame. He's kind of like, you know, this young kid that doesn't realize how big he is, but he's starting to understand how much his size can impact what he can do on both ends of the floor.
Back to Jackson, passes it to Powell, and here's Leonard. Driving in, field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Here's Paul. AD that time from Leonard.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Crowder. AD that time from Leonard.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Here's Booker. Here's Ayton. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
For Phoenix, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. A nice shot by Booker.
Chris Paul at his best right there on that kind of play. A legendary distributor who spot.
Powell, the pass to Zubac. A minute 50 left to play here in the third. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Back to Paul. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. A nice shot by Booker.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Clippers leading by 19. And here's Leonard. He's got 26. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on 8.
That aggressive mindset of his. Leonard putting it on the floor and drawing contact.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Los Angeles.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
And for whatever reason, their confidence in the mid-range game has shown up here tonight. They've been impressive from there. That shot's been there all day long, and they've knocked it down.
Again, the miss by Booker. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's George. Batum trying to break loose. George with the bucket. George has got 17 now.
Well, he does a lot of work on the perimeter, but don't let Paul George fool you. He can finish inside.
Booker dishes to Paul. There's 47 seconds left here in the third quarter. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 9.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
That one good for 2.
Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it, and just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Phoenix has gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Paul kicks to Craig. Paul outside. That's good from Booker on the assist by Paul. 23 points for Devin Booker. Right side, Leonard. And he drives in, and he lays it straight in. Leonard's got 14 points now in the second half.
The strength and that body that Kawhi has, he finishes through contact as well as anyone in the league.
The drive by Booker, and it's sent back by Leonard, and it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard.
Substitution for your Suns. JaVale McGee. Landry Shamet.
To the paint. Here's Johnson. Offline. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Cameron Johnson. Chris Paul is out there with Landry Shamet. Then it's Torrey Craig. And it's McGee in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now, here's Shamet. 6 to shoot. Paul passes to Shamet. Oh, good with the triple. Clippers leading by 23. And George with the stuff.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Johnson outside. And there's the pass to Paul. Inside, Shamet kicks to Craig. Johnson at the elbow. Back to Shamet. Off target from outside. LA has gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Phoenix. Here's Craig. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
Let this be a reminder, when you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be lurking.
Saric has checked in for the Suns. Cameron Payne comes in for Chris Paul. The Clippers also making some changes. Coffey's checked in, and it's Luke Kennard in for George. Here's McGee. Leonard with the steal. And here's the fast break. And Coffey gets it to go.
They start that play with aggressive defense, finish with aggressive offense.
Well, a lot of times coaches will tell you that if you play great defense, you're going to get a reward. It's a good possession all the way around.
Here's Payne. Saric trying to break free. Payne's shot is good. Payne's got his first 2 points.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Here's Mann. That's a 2 from Kennard. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Now here's Payne. And he banks in the layup.
Well, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Leonard inside, covered by Saric. And it's Leonard missing. Phoenix has gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Here's Payne. Sinks that one from the post.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Here's Mann from deep 3-point range. Craig pulls it in. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Saric. It's hauled in by Coffey. Los Angeles leading by 23. Here's Mann. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
First free throw is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Phoenix making some changes. Crowder comes in for Saric, and Mikal Bridges subbed in for Torrey Craig. The Clippers also changing it up. Zubac is checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Norman Powell subbed in for Luke Kennard. Now, here's Shamet. Payne's shot is good.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. That one drops for him.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Again with the block. You've got to have a better effort against him.
Sending back everything.
And it's on a bounce to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Aaron Holiday is checked in for the Suns. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Pass to Powell. The tray. It's hauled in by the Suns. McGee's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Shamet finds Holiday. Great D that time from Powell. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. And he gets the bucket.
And you see the body control. Morris taking the hit there, but still able to complete the play.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Powell with the bounce pass. Coffee. Here's Hartenstein, and that one is stuffed right through.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up Greg with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. Now here's Crowder. Kicks to McGee. Passes it to Shamet. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And it's good. 2 points. And the Clippers call time here.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Reggie Jackson.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. That speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
Teams need contributions from everybody to win on the road, not just the stars. And he's done more than his share tonight. An outstanding performance. Here's Mann. Here he goes. Here's Batum. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
The assist.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around. Keep it moving. Try to get an assist on every bucket.
Payton finds Saric. Back to Payton. Craig passes to Saric. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Kennard on the wing. Shot from 12. Craig pulls it in. Phoenix has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Now, here's Shamet. And he's good on the 3-ball. Shamet's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Clippers.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Absolutely. A big plus. And oftentimes your performance at the line can be the difference in a game. And I think tonight we saw that.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was.
For Leonard.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
And nice shot by Hartenstein.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Now here's Payton. Shamet finds Holiday. Here's Sharge. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Fighting through the contact. Dario does a great job that time.
Here's Mann, covered by Payton. And there's the drive. Sweet move. Hartenstein hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Holiday, so it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, you all turned it on down the stretch, so what was the difference?
You started to play defense and execute on the offensive end, and we finally started to knock down shots.
Well, that led to a win, man, and I appreciate your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.